Hi, I'm Dave Evans. I'm the former Cabinet Member for Children's Services in Stoke-on-Trent. And in February, we want to raise awareness of children's mental health, the importance of spotting those signs that someone might be struggling and what you can do to support children in general. So if we start with the signs of mental health struggling. So first of all, the significant behaviour changes. If a young person has changed the way they behave, if they act a little bit differently towards you, if they're looking stressed, getting upset really easy, all those sorts of signs can be a sign that somebody is starting to struggle. If they're not sleeping, if their behaviour patterns have changed, if they're getting up earlier, they're staying up later, or they're just generally out upping it down, they can't get their sleep, withdrawing from social situations, changing the way they talk to you, changing the way they behave in general, not wanting to do things or not wanting to go out and be the way that they usually are. And of course, there is the bigger signs there of self-harm and neglect, making sure that they're taking care of themselves. If somebody suddenly isn't taking a shower as often as they used to, or they aren't getting out and about as much as you'd want them to be, all of those things can be signs that somebody's really starting to struggle with their mental health. They're really big warning signs to make sure we talk to people, we support them, and we understand what we can do. Now, there are a number of ways of supporting a young person who's struggling with their mental health. The first thing you can do, as with anybody, is you can listen. You can listen to what they've got to say. Make sure they understand that you're there for them, that you can talk about it, you can empathise, but also you can try and see things from an independent perspective. Make sure they understand the situation that they're in. If there's something at school, college, make an outside voice quite often can listen, can also give advice in a way that's a little bit different. You support them through that, making sure you're talking about those challenges, talking about how they're feeling, talking about the situation in general, and make sure you break that down so they can find an easier way through. And staying involved, making sure that they know you're there for them. You can pick up the phone, they can come and talk to you, you can go for coffee, whatever it is. Making sure that they know they've got somebody there that's willing to listen, willing to talk to them, and willing to try and understand the situation from their perspective and find their way through. Encouraging their interests and finding the things that they want to do, their hobbies, making sure they've got a distraction. Often life can get on top of anybody. So it's quite important to make sure they've got something out there that they can go and do, or something they enjoy. I run, for example, and I think that's really important, because when you're running, for me, I do nothing but concentrate on my running. Everybody needs that sort of outlet, including young people. It might be that they go and socialise in a way, play video games online with people, or they go to youth clubs, or whatever they can do to try and support their interests. It's important that we take people seriously. If they're struggling, that's as real to them as anything, as any physical injury. So talk to them, understand what they want to do, understand how they feel, and why that's really, really important. Never be dismissive, even if it's something that you personally don't think is massive. It is to them, and remember that and empathise with it accordingly. And of course, building those positive routines. So whether that is, if they are struggling sleeping, for example, talking about what's upsetting them, talking about the things that they can do to help them sleep, making sure that their life is as ordered as possible, if that's what they need, but similarly making sure it's got flexibility if they're struggling. It's really important that we do everything we can to support young people with their mental health. It's absolutely crucial, because good mental health allows them to access their education, allows them to build their lives, build their life skills, and go out to live the lives we don't want for them. And that's why it's really, really important we talk about mental health. Thank you.